Good evening. This is David Lynn, also known as your Prepper Principal, and it is Tuesday during spring break, March the 12th, 2024, 7 p.m. And I'm live. Is it live or is it Memorex? Remember those good old days when they talked about those Memorex commercials? Is it live or is it Memorex? Ah. Is it live or is it Memorex? Joseph Moore, welcome. Thank you for coming in, Joseph. Hope you're doing okay today. Eddie O'Neill. Hello, Eddie O'Neill. You know, I watched I watched your unboxing and your you did a review on a case of was it APAC? I think it was an APAC. I enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, if you see comments from multiple occasions, I've watched that same video like maybe 3 times, and really enjoyed it. Mom of 4 boys, how is it going? So as I had commented to you, uh, the rations, the flameless ration heaters that the U.S. puts out, they're not worth a damn. They really are not worth a damn. Uh, yes, and please don't forget to leave a like, guys. So I have a case. Holly Ivans, hello, Holly. I have a case of Apex. I previously had purchased a case of APAC, and it's nice because you got yours on eBay. I got mine I think on Amazon, and when you look at what the price is for them, they're very reasonable. I think I paid for my case in the neighborhood of about $45. I think you got a better deal on your case. You paid a little bit less. But as a matter of fact, I got another case of APAC sitting back here that I've never opened up that I need to do an unboxing of, and I plan on doing that. I have been buying humanitarian daily rations right now. Right now, you can get cases of them for like $35, $36, and I bought 6 cases. You get 10 in a case, and if you look at the components and you take them apart, really, really good components. And I plan on opening a case and just opening up all the components and sorting them out, and then doing like a price breakdown as to how much money you're saving when you buy like that, as opposed to buying a case of this or a case of that. You buy 12 of these or 12 of these, and you pay $26, $27 for like 12 cookies or 12, whatever. And it's a lot better deal. It's a lot better deal. Little Lone Prepper, thank you for coming in. Little Lone Prepper, good to see you. Mm-hmm. So, 4 in the house, 3 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel if you have not done so. It would be greatly appreciated. I had my wellness checkup today. I had to drive over to Yorktown. It's a 45-mile drive. My appointment was for 2 o'clock. I got there at 1:30. Wanted to go in, and the door was locked, so I had to wait in my vehicle for 15 minutes and then unlocked at 1:45. And, they do the standard thing. Blood pressure, 124/82, which was not bad at all for, somebody my age, condition. Weight, 250 damn pounds. I told him, I said, you know, it's like I feel like a damn, hog. Dang, damn it, 250 pounds, you know. Yeah, I'm 6'3" when I stand up straight, but it's like, that's not muscle. That's a lot of blubber. Right around the, you know. I wasn't happy about that. I was not happy about that. Hey, Verna. How are you doing, Verna? Thank you for coming in. And Ia's Mixed Vlog, thank you for coming in. I tell you what, Verna's got an excellent channel, and so does my friend Ia. And I encourage you, if you are not subscribed, uh, most of you probably are subscribed to Verna Vase Place, but I would ask you to subscribe to Ia, and she is very supportive of those who support her. She's got a pretty good sized family. She's a grandmother. Very nice looking lady. And she is very, she's very deserving of support. So please, if you would, everybody give her a view and give her a subscription. My friend, the ungrateful peasant Wayne. And I will tell you this, if you want some really down-to-earth explanations of what's going on in the world, in the United States, things that you should be aware of and things you should be concerned about, listen to Wayne when he does one of his driving videos. He'll do an 8 or a 10-minute video driving. He'll talk about things that are going on, and trust me, you want to listen to what Wayne has to say. He's former military, and he's very knowledgeable. He keeps telling me, stop thanking me for service. I was taught to thank people for their service, whether they're law enforcement or, medical, EMS or firefighters or I thank everybody for their service. And that's just my upbringing. Becoming dangerous. That's good, little lump prepper. You can do that. You can mix and match, and you can add stuff to them. The HDRs do not come with beverages, and they do not come with flavorless ration heaters. But I don't really use flameless ration heaters. I boil. If you want me to send you, say, a dozen flameless ration heaters, I've got tons of them. I can very easily put them in a little pack and mail them to you. But I will tell you this, that half of them probably won't work. It's a crapshoot when you use FDRs, because they don't. And when you do use an FDR, always put some salt in it. For the water, always have the water a little salty. And it's just it is what it is. But if you're interested in me sending you some flameless ration heaters, little long prepper, send me an email or text me. You should have my number, and I'll see about sending you some. The Black Widow channel. Welcome. And I was looking at some of the stuff that the Widow's been posting. Some really nice posts, really creative stuff, good stuff. And congratulations, Widow. I hope you're able to get together and get a lot of folks, on board with you. Did I call you Vera? I thought I called you Verna. No, no, Vera, Verna. I don't think I called you Vera. If I did, I apologize. Somebody might have. Okay. Need coffee? I hear you. I need coffee constantly. Right now, I am drinking tea. Um, I had my wellness checkup today at 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Central Time, over in Yorktown, which is a little town 45 miles from Victoria, where I used to be high school principal over there, back before I retired. And I'm trying to lose weight. I've been having, I'll have like two packs of oatmeal in the morning for breakfast. 2 packs of oatmeal. I put it like in 8 ounces of water, mix it up, and I'll drink a couple of cups of coffee. That's breakfast. I had that for breakfast today. Had 1 cup of coffee, and I had 2 packs of oatmeal. Didn't have anything else from when I got up until after I got back from my appointment. And then I pigged out and I had a double meat cheeseburger at a little place that makes cheeseburgers. Had a double meat cheeseburger, French fries, and a tea. And I'm still drinking the tea. Still got ice in it. Took a nap when I got back. The Bud Files. Hello, the Bud Files. Okay, it was Wayne. Wayne's bad. Wayne is bad. Sorry about that, Wayne. I'll slap myself on the hand for you. Wayne, this is your hand. I do. I mispronounce names all the time. I get like a lot of times Hispanic names or Asian names. I mispronounce some names. So that happens to me. If you have not subscribed to Ia's Mixed Vlog, please do so. She has got a very good channel. And when I go in and I look at her stuff, going to channel, 11.2K subscribers, 2.8K videos. Introducing myself, I am Flor de Lisa with a channel, Ia's Mixed Vlog. Living in a Mindanao in isolated island, Camiguin, the island burn of fire. I am a mother of 3 kids, all girls, plain housewife. My vlog is mixed, about family, adventure, cooking. Oh, and she cooks. The lady cooks. Mukbang and others. I am open-minded person for you to know. And I would encourage you to join her channel if you have not done so. I dropped her link, and please feel free to drop your link. Melinda, hello, how are you doing, Melinda? 11 in the house, 10 likes. Hillbilly Josh, hey, Hillbilly. I did a shout out, a short shout out video today for KP Heathen. I took some images of him from his videos, and I took a shot of his his page, and I put it together with some music, and it's a little less than 2 minutes. I encourage you, if you would, to go over and give it a view. Please leave a like and a supportive comment. I appreciate that. If that goes well, I did that for Uncle Al. With Uncle Al, I had a lot more to work with because he would hold up a sign with my name on it, about, when he'd shout me out, and he'd be wearing different clothes and different hats. And, KP is like the sunglasses and the beard and so there wasn't as much to work with his for the amount of time I spent on it. But it had 25 or 26 views in the last 3-4 hours since I posted it. So if you would, please go over and give it a view and give it a like, leave a comment. I appreciate that. And I'll try to do that with some more people, as I have time. And I do appreciate all those people who are supporting me, and I try to support those who support me. And I also run a playlist. Most nights I run a playlist, and sometimes it takes me a day or so before I get around to leaving a comment and like number, but I do get around to doing it, because if I'm going to run you on a playlist, I want you to know it was me that did it. And I try to run live streams and longer videos and such. If it's a short video, I just watched it. If it's a short video, I watched it. If it's something a little bit longer, truthfully, I probably ran it on a playlist overnight, and I didn't actually, letting out secrets, I didn't actually watch that 2 hours, But, yes, spring is here. Spring is here. Wasn't really a bad winter. I think I had 3 occasions when it froze. One of them was really a deep freeze, got down to about 19 degrees, and it was below freezing for like 2 days straight. The others, it'd get down freezing overnight, and by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it was above freezing. But about 3 times this winter, it actually had a freeze. It didn't have any snow, didn't have any ice, Yeah, plant potatoes. Good idea to plant potatoes. So I went, and they gave me for my last blood work, and they interview you and they ask you a bunch of damn questions. This is from when I had my colonoscopy. The only thing they said was up was my blood sugar was up a little bit. So they were going to take another personal history of colonic polyps. They supposedly found one little polyp. I'm past 60. Benign. They did a colonoscopy on my wife. Who's 53. And they found one little polyp. Oh, you're going to have to come back. We're going to have to do another one, in a few years, And it's like they guarantee. Everybody I know, they find one little polyp. I wonder about that. Like, that's an excuse to have you come back. Gotta come back. I think some of that crap's a scam. I was telling my doctor today, I said, you know, my family, they live, if they don't smoke, they live into their 80s and 90s. You know, 80s and 90s. I had an aunt who died at 82. She had cancer. They didn't find it until it was very advanced. You know, 82. I don't think she was a smoker. I don't know. My father's sister, who lives in Georgia, and I would visit her once a year, maybe for a couple of days. I'd go back and visit, you know. So it wasn't like I had that much, you know, cards once in a while on the phone. And plain old Chuck, good to see you. Yeah, the vampire, they got me, took blood. I should find out in about a week. They said they'd contact me. But she was 82. You know, the men in the family tend to live longer than the ladies. I mean, Uncle Lucian was 94 when he passed. Uncle Howard's 93, the baby of the family. My father was 17 years older than Uncle Howard. So if Dad was alive, he'd be over 110, 111 years old. He was 50 when he had me. But I can remember back 20 some odd years ago, Uncle Howard and his colonoscopies. It's like, God, you know, it's like, oh man, you know, I don't know. Yeah, and it wasn't that bad. You know, they used to, the phlebotomist that used to work at the doctor's office, she would draw from up here, and she'd get it the first time. And then this new girl last year came in, and I told her about how difficult it was drawing blood from me. And I told her, so she tried to draw up here, and she did, and she didn't hit it. So she said, well, let me try over here. And she did the first time. She got it the first time. This one hurt. She got the first time, really. So today she came in and first time, you know, like right in here, you know. And the only thing that hurt was, God dang it, when they put that wrap on you, they pulled my hair, and it's like, ah, that hurt. You know, the hair pull, because I'm like a Sasquatch. I'm a bald Sasquatch. I'm bald, and I got, you know, hair all over my body. I went down to the VA and had half my blood taken. They have to take about 12 vials every year because I have been exposed to so much crap. Yeah, I don't doubt it. My doctor told me that I could actually give blood if I wanted to because of my blood count. I actually have more blood than I should have, you know. So, she says, you could actually give blood if you want to. No, I don't like needles. No, 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 no. Do not like needles. You know, I've always hated needles. But it is what it is. And you know, I take 2 blood pressure medications. I've been taking the same pills forever. I take a water pill, and I take a cholesterol pill, and I take an anti-inflammatory meloxicam, and it really helps the blood. It really helps the arthritis. I really do not have arthritis with that medication. My wife recently started taking. I take a 15 milligram every morning, and it really helped the arthritis. My wife has started getting arthritis and started. You know, I'm 8 years older than she is, so she's been complaining about it. So they put her on that, and she says it's helping her. So that's some good stuff, and it's not expensive. It's not an expensive medication. My insurance covers everything except for that one, and that one's like I get a 3 month supply, and it's like $17. So I mean, you know, and one of the reasons why I go to the doctor that I go to is I go once a year, and she'll write me a script for 12 months. So every 3 months I get it's automatic renewal, and I'll get it renewed. You know, I go once, and my insurance covers the visits, the wellness checkup, and then they've already called it in. It's all ready for me to pick up. I still have like a 6 week supply on my last one that hasn't been but I wanted to. I could wait 6 weeks before I went and got it, but I'll go and get it tomorrow. I'm on the spring break right now. I plan on getting the taxes done. I've got to get my kids' taxes done. I've got to get our taxes done. We file jointly, and I'll get that done this week, hopefully. I'll do the kids' taxes, and then I'll go to Jackson Hewitt for ours because it's a lot more difficult, technical doing our taxes, and I want to, if they were to screw with me, I want to make sure that I've got somebody to back me up. Yeah, leave me enough to drive home. That's a good one. Oh yeah, you're lightheaded. You know, like she says, well, have you been fasting? I said, well, you know, I had 2 packs of oatmeal early this morning and 1 cup of coffee. Well, are you hydrated? I said, I had 1 cup of coffee early this morning. I was like, well, uh, it's warmer, so it should be easier to get your blood, because it's a warmer day as opposed to a cold day. So, so whatever, go ahead, take what you need. They took 2 vials of blood. uh, uh, Walter Davis, hello, Walter. Good to see you. So I have a premiere tomorrow. It is a goodie box for KP Heathen, and it's got some. It's going to be at 6:30 in the evening. Please leave a like and supportive comment of it. Um, I support those who support me, and I believe in giving back. They keep asking me, do you want to donate $1 for this or $1? No, I don't want to donate $1 for this or $1 for that. If somebody I know needs something other, I help them. I make sure kids have food. I am very thankful for the people I work with. I gave out like $20 gift cards at Christmas to various people I work with, secretaries, assistant principals, teachers, paraprofessionals, counselors. I did, I support those that support me, the diagnostician, the LSSP, various people. I try to give back, to people, but it's usually people I know. I try to give to people I know. Heathen, you're here. I've been talking about you. Yours should be burning. If you have not done so, please go over and subscribe to KP Heathen. I think he's at about 520 or 30. I remember him going over 500. Now he needs to get his watch hours up. Please support him with watch hours. Support those who support you. Give to those who give to you. Be kind to those who are kind to you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. 30 minutes in, 11 in the house, 12 likes. If you have not left a like to support the channel, please leave a like to support the channel. So, before the end of the week, I want to get my paperwork done for my monetization. It's been going on a month since I got my notification. I just haven't done it. Why? Procrastination. The other thing is, I set a goal to get monetized. It's not about money. I'm sure when I get money, it'll be chump change. And I'm not taking away from anybody who's monetized and who works their channel, and they get, you get people who they're getting a $200, $300, $100, $150, $200, $300 check every month. And I won't take that away from you. And you say, well, you work really hard every day to try to support your channel, and you put in hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I make more than that in one day on my job. So it's like, where's my bread and butter? I make more than that in retirement. So, and I'm not taking away from anybody. I don't know a lot about KP. Thank you for being here, Verna. Appreciate you. Devil Dog Prepper, good evening. One thing I'll say about Verna, she likes to do these little videos where she walks along. I guess there's a river near where she's at, and she'll walk her dog. And I've watched some of those where she goes out there and, she looks at the water, she pans and everything. It's a nice view. I'm sure it's very, very refreshing. I used to love to walk by the water, when I was younger. I don't do near what I used to do when I was young. I don't do near what I used to do when I was young. So I've shouted out a bunch of channels on the description of the video for tomorrow. These are channels who have been very supportive of me. And when you see the live stream, what do I say live stream? When you see the premiere, look at the description, and if you're not subscribed to some of those channels, subscribe to those channels, leave them a comment, leave them a thumbs up, tell them you're a new subscriber, and they'll do the same thing for you, and that way you both grow. I was looking at, what I'm subscribed to almost 2,000 channels, and I have a little over 1,500 1,500 subscribers. And my channel really has not been growing the last couple of months. I don't know what it is. I've just been floating the same area, 1,520-ish for the last 2 months. Right now I think I'm at like 1,517. I gain a couple, I lose a couple. I gain a couple, I lose a couple. And then I've had people tell me that they had been unsubscribed to me, and they hadn't unsubscribed me, and they had to resubscribe me. I've had several people tell me that. And I don't know, YouTube may be playing games. I don't know. But you need to check that. Because, that type of crap happens. Texas and Florida have litigation, I understand, with and they've got rulings where YouTube is not supposed to shadow ban, they're not supposed to suppress free speech, they're not supposed to suppress you when you say something they don't like, or they claim you're saying false. I had them pull down one of my videos claiming that I was giving medical misinformation, talking about what happened here a few years back. And you shouldn't have to live in fear when you're voicing something that's widely known and widely said. So they put up I've had several people tell me that they put up warnings about my content. I'm subversive, or I'm talking, I'm saying dangerous things, The truth is dangerous. The other thing is that if you tell a lie often enough, people will start believing it. That's one of those communist things, Chomsky. You tell a lie often enough and people will believe it. Belinda's Country Living. Thank you for coming in, Belinda. Welcome. I was really impressed. I was looking at one of Belinda's videos here. I don't even remember if it was earlier today or yesterday, but it's from the last 24 hours. And she had like 300 and some odd likes. 300 and some odd likes. And as tight as people are with their likes, that's very impressive. And I think that something like, I don't know, like maybe 1,200 views on that video. Maybe. She's got like 3,700 subscribers. So her channel's more than twice the size of mine. But I mean, that's really impressive. When I was very, very active and I was getting a lot of support, I'd get 130, 140 likes and maybe 500 views, And that was when I had like 1,000, 1,200 subscribers. So, I mean, and I know how much effort I was putting in to get that kind of support, because I was on YouTube 6-7 hours a day, working my channel and visiting and leaving likes and various things. How do I check what? Crossover Paranormal Society. Good to see you in the house. I don't understand. I was communicating with Melinda, and I was complaining about shorts. And here I have a short that I release, and within 45 minutes, it's got 300 or 400 views. And then it'll keep going, then it slows down. And then I release another short, and it has a total of 50 views. And that's after 5 or 6 days. And it's like, I mean, I had it to music. It was a cooking one. Did some eggs and bacon and did a little, breakfast type thing. Less than a minute long. And that one got 50, and all the ones around it got 300-400. What's up with that? She says, well, she has the same thing happen. She'll do one and it'll get like 1,000 views, and all of a sudden she has a flop and it got 28. And it's like, and they're very similar content, very similar, material. I don't understand. I think it's the algorithm, how it chooses or not chooses to basically, put you out. Because the people that go and visit you are going to visit you. The people that visit me religiously, they'll watch. I don't put out a lot. They'll watch everything I put out, whether it's a short, whether it's a wall post, whether it's a video. And I've been putting out shorter videos because I do not like this little thin little sliver and cutting off the sides. So I've been putting out more, and the other thing is, a short, you're limited to a minute. And some of the stuff that I do is a couple minutes long. I put something together that's about 2 minutes long, and I hate butchering it. So I'll release it as a 2 minute video, you know, because I don't have to worry about, um, the edit of it, the way it, goes, cutting off stuff, and have to limit it to less than a minute. Yes, they are. And Black Widow, I do plan on contacting you again for some communications. I know we exchanged numbers, but I will contact you possibly this weekend. I don't know. Do you work? If you work during the week, I'll try to do it this weekend when you're off, and I won't do it real early, and I won't do it real late. And I'll text you first. Um, that's just like Bert's Beats, and he's a younger man. If you're not subscribed to him, I encourage you to subscribe to Bert's Beats. And he's got several different little backup channels that he runs, and he's got a very good singing voice. He does song covers. He does a lot of stuff with his dogs. He'll do a lot of shorts and shorter stuff with his dogs. He's been doing a series on how to get along with coworkers, and he's very creative. He's very creative, you know. He teaches at a middle school. He's a coach, just like me. I'm teaching at a middle school. I think he lives 50, 60 miles from me. So one of these days we may wind up getting together. I may drive over and meet him in a restaurant or something other to buy him a meal and sit and talk with him. But if he's got time, or if it works out because I've got time, whatever. But he's very good, and he came up with the Modern Day Breakfast Club. So you put the Modern Day Breakfast Club hashtag. If somebody sees that, they're supposed to support you, and they're supposed to join your channel. You're supposed to join their channel and support each other. So that's how I met the Black Widow channel. Was Modern Day Breakfast Club. My friends Echo and Dave recommended it, and that's where I got involved. Now he's going by Yoda Cards, and Echo is living my best life at 60. She just turned 61, and very good people. They're from Georgia, near where I got them. I introduced them, and they're a couple now, but they support the Modern Day Breakfast. There's like probably about 30 or 40 of them that religiously do that. I'm not connected with most of them, but the ones that I am connected with, I support. And same thing. Who's connected with me? It's a two-way street. Oh, you don't work? Okay. Well, then I will plan on contacting you. I need to. It's like I don't really eat sweets. I don't eat pie. I don't eat cake. I stopped eating donuts. I don't eat donuts. If I drink a soda, it's a diet soda. So I don't understand. I don't exercise. I don't get as much exercise. I don't walk. I don't do what I used to do. So my metabolism is a lot slower. So I just don't shed pounds. I weighed 245 in November when I went in for my paperwork for my colonoscopy. I weighed 245, and the colonoscopy cleaned me out, and I weighed 240. When I went in for the colonoscopy, I weighed 240. So it probably cleaned up 5 pounds worth of crap that was in my my system, and I gained it back fairly fast. And I went today, and it was 250. Now that's with clothes on and my shoes, but right at 250. So hell, but slowly, instead of going slowly, I'm going like, oh Lord have mercy, Not a happy camper about that. Well, you talk about shorts. there are people that, golly geez, they do like 8 or 10 a day. They do all these damn shorts, and they put them together and they look good, and just very creative. Me, it's like, I did a count, and somebody told me I need to put together a playlist where somebody can run my shorts. I have a total of 92 shorts. I've done 92 shorts. I counted them. Done 92 shorts. And I'm sure I'll get up over 100, at some point. I do about one a week. And you got people doing 3 or 4 a day. And I mean, they're doing them and they're getting 50, 60 views, 100 views each one. So I probably, I need to probably step up my game in that. It's just, I try to support my, Mr. Whistle. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Whistle. I try to support my live streams. I'm doing good by getting in an hour live stream every evening and trying to be halfway entertaining to people who are around my age and talking about things. Sometimes I talk about things in the news. I'm not the man that I used to be, but I will tell you I have 5 degrees. You'd never know it. I've got, if you want to count, you can say 4 because one of them is an associate. So I have an associate's, which is a 2-year degree, and I got that through community college, and then I transferred to A&M Corpus. I have 2 bachelor's degrees at A&M, and I've got 2 master's degrees at A&M. So I've got 5 degrees. You can say 4, whatever you want to say. You don't want to count the associates. But I really extensively, back in the days, read. We didn't have internet. The internet was just coming out when I got my last degree. And basically, it was like military facilities, government facilities, libraries, college libraries. That's where the internet went first. And a lot of it was for research, And it really picked up about the time 95. That's when it really started, the internet. And that's my last degree. So, I studied. I have a degree in history. I have twice as many hours as required for a major in history. I took a lot of electives. I took a lot of took theology courses through Howard Payne. I don't have a degree in theology, but I studied a lot of theology through Howard Payne scriptural courses and such. And I was always interested in the history of the church and, just, my ancestral history, Western civilization, British history, Texas history, U.S. history. I student taught Texas history when you had to student teach back in the mid 80s. I student taught Texas history and U.S. history, part 1, because it was middle school. I student taught in middle school. So I was always interested in that. You really need to know where we got, kids today, they think things have always been the way that they are. They don't know anything else. You can't tell them, well, 30 years ago we didn't have an internet, and 30 years ago most people didn't have cell phones, and you couldn't text, and you couldn't stream, and, all that crap that they do today. And they didn't have Facebook and, MySpace, which was before Facebook, and, they didn't have Twitter, and they didn't have Instagram, and they didn't have TikTok, and they didn't have any of that shit. Excuse my language. But, yeah, it was in the 70s. today here in Victoria. I really enjoyed the weather. I enjoyed my drive. It will probably rain tomorrow, the next day. Next couple days, it's going to be raining. We're going to get some rain. It's spring. I'm glad you're having tacos tonight for dinner. Sounds good. Sounds real good. My daughter came in and talked to me. You know, we go for days without speaking other than hello, I love you. You know. Um, Sometimes I go in, she's in her bed, you know, and I kiss her on the forehead and say I love you. You know, have a good day. Because I go to work earlier than she does. And she'll be in, you know, in the evening, and I'll say something to her, and I go to bed real early. A lot of times 8:30, 9 o'clock I'm sleeping. And I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be at work by 5. Um, you know, it's funny. I talk to the APs. There are 3 APs at my school, and the principal. And I don't talk to the principal very much, but I talk to the APs, and I make more than they do. They're relatively new APs, and my take home from my job, I make more than they do, and they're APs. But I'm maxed out because I'm at the highest, you know, with stipends and everything. I've thought about going back into administration as opposed to teaching, running a behavioral unit. I've got 2 paraprofessionals that work with me, and I've got the kids, the rough kids. They're either okay or somebody's having an episode, and you got to deal with episodes. And I did that when I first started teaching because I'm certified, degree in special ed, one of my bachelor's. I have a degree in secondary education and special education. It's like a double major. It's one of my degrees. My 2 graduate degrees, one of them's in occupational training and development, what we used to call vocational education, and the other one's in management. You know, and I have certification, so I can. And I was an administrator for 23 years in various capacities of my 30 years in education. So, but I'm enjoying this time of my life. I can work another 5, 6, 7 years if I want to. And it's nice getting a retirement check and then getting my paycheck. It really is. You can save a lot of money. And doing work on the house. Planning on replacing the electrical panel. It's going to probably be about $2,000 to $2,500. Upgrading the service. Wintertime, my wife's got all sorts of heaters and stuff going out there. She's always tripping my breakers, trying to keep stuff like on freezing nights, trying to keep stuff above freezing. You know, because we've got a bunch of stuff enclosed, and she moves plants and a lot of stuff in pots, and she moves them, you know, under cover, and and she's got, you know, infrared, you know, it's red bulbs, big red bulb burning, you know, trying to, you know, heat. Okay, good night, Holly. Thank you for coming by. Hey, take care, Holly. Yeah, somebody, you punch the button. I guess you can, let's see. Yeah, I'd like to remove that heart. You punch on it and all of a sudden little hearts come up, you know. It's like that's that YouTube's always adding crap. Nita's cooking show. Welcome, Nita. Thank you for coming in. Nita's got a real nice channel. She's up in Canada. She's monetized. And her channel's growing. My channel is bigger than hers, and now her channel is bigger than mine. Welcome. And thank you for like 19. Be nice if I could get past 20. If you haven't left me a like, please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Be advised, tomorrow I will have a premiere. Feel free to drop your link if you want to drop a link. Tomorrow I will be having a premiere at 6:30. It will be a goodie box video for KP Heathen from Louisiana. It's going to be a nice one. I did a shout out video to KP Heathen, put some images together. It's less than 2 minutes. If you haven't had a chance to, go look at that. Leave it a like and a comment. It'd be appreciated. And I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to support those who support me. The other thing I tell people, you talk about preparedness and prepping and such, it doesn't cost a lot of money to prep. Prepping is not something that you have to spend a lot of money on when you talk about food and water. You get a case of bottled water, 24 pack of bottled water is about $3.50. You need to have several of those. You can eat oatmeal, instant oatmeal. I paid $1.85 for 10 packs. I ate 2 packs, 8 ounces of water. I drink coffee. You can get 7 Folgers packets, 7 sachets of Folgers, $1. It's not expensive. You could very easily have a month's worth of food and water, and you wouldn't be out, $60-$70 for what I would encourage you to get. Think about that, and be prepared. That's an important thing to do. Be prepared. So I always tell people, treat people the way you want to be treated. Be kind. When you wake up, thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you're going to have. There are people a lot younger than me that are passing away. And keep your eyes open, your eyes and your ears. Be cognizant. Notice what's happening around you. I counsel and I try to train kids that I work with. Got a little girl. She's beautiful, beautiful little girl, 11 years old, going on 12, 6th grader. A couple years from now, she's going to be a heartbreaker. But she's got some autistic tendencies, and sometimes she says things, and the way she acts and all, and it's like I have to keep telling her, don't say anything. Something happens, keep your mouth shut. Observe, listen. Don't get involved. Don't draw fire. And I would encourage everybody with the same advice. Learn from what happens with other people. Keep your counsel. Don't let people know what you have. Now, here I'm breaking that rule because I show preps all the time and stuff that I have. I don't tell people where I live. There are people who know where I live, but I don't. The food police might show up if things go to hell. I might be on the list of 1 million people that they want to go take our preps from us. And you might have the food police show up wanting to try to take your stuff. But you can't live in fear of that. You can't live in fear. And save stuff. You go and you get extra condiments, salt, pepper. I got bags of it. Didn't pay for it. I just collected it. Wisely. Think conservative. Grow a garden. If you don't know how, start. Talk to somebody. Watch videos on it. Watch, on the internet. Doesn't cost money to grow a garden. Very little. Costs time, effort. You got to water it. Maybe a little bit of fertilizer. I like to use Miracle Grow. Liquid Miracle Grow. Mix it up. Pour it on. Not hard to do. So I will be back tomorrow for Wednesday edition of Coffee Talk, and there will be a premiere at 6:30 Central Time before. Please leave a like and a supportive comment. As always, on every video I release, video-wise, leave a like and supportive comment. At some point in time, I'll hit that next number, 1,600, and then I'll go 5 videos back, and anybody who left a like and comment on all 5 videos will be in my hat for a drawing for a goodie box. And for those of you who really support me consistently, I may just surprise you with a goodie box without having to draw your name. That's what I did for KP Heathen. And the one after that will be SD Mountain Man, Scott. So, remember the motto of the Scouts is be prepared. You need to be prepared. Preparedness. If you don't have a list, make a list of things you need. Have an inventory of what you have. Read. Talk to people. Prep. Life is good, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And everybody have a blessed day. And we'll hopefully see you back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk and that premiere. Thank you for coming in, and God bless everyone. Bye.